Minister, you said that the housing situation is a small problem, but you've got someone like Chris Friesen, who's very much a supporter of your project, saying, look, we've brought in 1,100 people. We still have 700 living in hotels. That was just this week he said that. You had Carl Nicholson asking for a pause here in Ottawa, Toronto, Halifax. In Toronto, there's the issue of Canadians being displaced. Canadians who've been living in one of the hotels you're using for more than a year being displaced, kicked out. Aren't these all signs?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
All signs that your artificial deadline and artificial quota number are causing problems? You keep saying that it's not a problem, that these are just small hiccups, but we get more and more stories, and you just keep saying, smile.
Well, I'll try to smile in response to that question. We have looked into a number of allegations about hotels, about bad stories about hotels, and we have checked each and every one of them. And up until now, not one of them was true. So I do think the department is applying diligence in its care of refugees, and not one of the stories that we have so far heard about and investigated has proven to be true. And as Mr. Manicombe said, the length of stay in hotels has not been excessive compared to what it normally is. And so I say, yes, it's a challenge. I have been honest in my communication with Canadians and the media to accept that we have challenges, whether those were exit permits from Lebanon or other issues such as housing. So it's not a straight line. It's not a totally smooth trip in every respect. But I would say that this issue is being managed. The fact the hotel stays are not longer compared with previous episodes, the fact that the flights of airplanes are not being slowed down, the fact that the military bases have not yet been used, the fact that if Vancouver has a slowdown, other places will take the refugees. I think the operations are never perfect on something of this kind, but I think under the circumstances they are going relatively smoothly.
Your officials have been speaking, Minister Goodale's officials have been speaking with the Americans, and we know about the hearing taking place today. I'm wondering if the Americans are finding out more on the security side than Canadians are, because you haven't actually been very detail-oriented, or neither is Mr. Goodale on the security side, and attempts to go through things such as access to information have been either met with, sorry, there's no questionnaire for intake, or B, you'll take a 300-day extension. So your department isn't actually, subject to oversight at the moment from Canadians because you're not answering questions on it. I'm wondering if the Americans are getting more than Canadians on this file.
Mr. Goodale tends to give answers that are detailed. He has that tendency. So I have heard him speak at some length about all the different layers of security, and I have heard him go on at some length on these topics, and so I don't think he has gone on at greater length with our American counterparts than he has with Canadians or with the media.